A lovely Monday morning to you all, friends. My name is Judu Silva and I coordinate the Nurturing Sustainable Generations movement. Nurturing Sustainable Generations acts to develop a sense of care for planet Earth or Mother Earth. We resist changing mindsets of global population towards development with the youths taking center stage. We've been talking about key issues in the environment as per our initiative. We have key issues we are basing on under the NSG, and one of them was climate action in response to climate change. Two was long-term health of our ecosystems, which is habitats conservation in response to the ongoing environmental degradation worldwide. Three is sustainable trade, with sustainable tourism taking center stage. Four, we talked about clean and affordable energy use and adoption. And then the other one is sanitation and hygiene, proper sanitation and hygiene. So we addressed our goal number one, which was climate action in response to climate change. We've been recently discussing about our goal number two, which is a long-term health of our ecological systems or ecosystems, or habitats conservation in response to the ongoing environmental degradation globally. We have a flurry of videos, most of them are there. Now the goal is habitats conservation or long-term health of our ecosystems, as I've said. And under that, we have targets to achieve that goal. And we've been looking at target number one, which is embrace and properly plan land use. That was our target number one. Embrace, modernize, and plan land use. So under that, we've been looking at the key terms in that target, and we've been looking at land use planning. What is land use planning? And what are all these terms that we use? So we introduced in our previous videos, we introduced a land use planning. We talked a bit about it, and today we are going to wind up with land use planning, and then probably next week or the other time we shall talk about our target number two. Well, land use planning, in the other definition, our previous videos, they are there on YouTube. You go on YouTube and you put Silver Isaac Lexus .nsg.97, Silver Isaac .nsg.97, or you can just type in Google Silver Isaac Lexus. It will bring you Silver Isaac Lexus Nurturing Sustainable Generations, and then you will have to look. You click there, you will see the YouTube videos. All of them are there since the time we started up to now. And the previous ones have been introducing habitats destruction and even what we covered before, that is climate action. Now, just to remind ourselves about what we are talking about. Land use planning is the process of regulating the use of land by the central authority. That is land use planning by definition. Of course, in that our first video, we had a flurry of definitions by different scholars and different institutions. If you watch it, you will see them. But this is just to remind ourselves. Refers to the process of regulating the use of land by the central authority. The goals of modern land use planning often includes environmental conservation, restraint of urban sprawl, minimization of transport costs, prevention of land use conflicts, and a reduction in exposure to pollutants. These are the goal of land use planning. It says the goals of modern land use planning often includes environmental conservation, restraint of urban sprawl, minimization of transport costs, prevention of land use conflicts, and a reduction in exposure to pollutants. In the pursuit of these goals, planners assume that regulating the use of land will change the patterns of human behavior and that these changes are beneficial or become beneficial. By planners regulating the use of land, they assume that these patterns will change human behavior towards better land use planning and other activities. The types of planning. Over the 20th century, various types of planning have emerged. According to David Walters, in his book labeled Designing Communities that was written or produced in 2007, there are 6 main topologies or types of planning. That's land use planning. Over the 20th century, various types of planning have emerged. According to David Walters in his book labeled Designing Communities in 2007, there are 6 main types of land use planning. The first one, according to David, is traditional or comprehensive planning. Now, the traditional or comprehensive planning, it focuses on producing clean statements about the form and content of new developments and is common in the United States and was common in the United States after the World War II. It was characterized by politically neutral experts with a rational view of the new urban development. That was the first type, according to David Walters. Traditional or comprehensive planning. It focuses on producing clean statements about the form and content of new developments and is common in the United States was common in the United States after the World War II. It was characterized by politically neutral experts with a rational view of the new urban development. That was the first one. The second one is the systems planning, which was put or set up between the 1950s or existed between the 1950s and 1970s. Now, this planning system resulted from the failure of the comprehensive planning to deal with the unforeseen growth of post-World War II America. Now, this one, the second one, it resulted as a result of the failure of the first one to deal with the unforeseen growth of post-World War II in America. The third one is the democratic planning. It was initiated in 1960s or was operational in 1960s, and this one was as a result of societal reasoning of class and race barriers. It gave more citizens a voice in planning for future of their community. That was number 4. In our next video, we are going to look at number 4. We are on the types of planning, of land use planning worldwide. And then we shall look at, we shall explore more. Thanks.